black people suffer from mental health. They tend not to talk about it.
Sure.
Yes, so we believe that everyone has a mental health because we are not all, we are humans and we are immortal. So it's okay not to be okay.
With us, I say TW. That's what's up. Yeah, come talk with us, I say TW.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to Talk with Osasi. If you're new here, welcome. And if you are returning, hello, welcome back. Today on the show, we are addressing mental health, sharing awareness for a positive mental health. And today with us, we have a fashionista with a beautiful smile. He is a fashion icon, an image consultant, a mental health advocate. I introduce to you Akinjemi James. James, good
Hi.
afternoon. Hello, how
Yeah,
are you?
yeah, yeah. It's an afternoon. It's not afternoon. It's evening here in London.
Hi, James. Good
Hi.
evening.
Good evening. Yeah, that's appropriate. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see you again.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fantastic. I'm
Same
actually
here. Really
fabulous.
nice to see you again.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
for
you.
coming on the
Yeah,
show.
yeah. I'm so sorry for keeping you waiting as well.
That is all right. That is all right.
It's
I
such
understand.
a very busy day in the city today, obviously because of the Queen's ceremony. There's so much people in the city, so it's so locked up and yeah, but we
Yeah.
thank God it's a good evening. Yeah.
And how's that going in London?
Yeah, it's London is fine. It's just that there are lots of people and the line in States is not is quite like an emotional scene in London. There's so much people coming from different all over the world who's been in London at the moment, and the queue so it's like a 24-hour service. Like people are just walking around the Westminster uh, church to see the line in States, and this is the Queen happens to be one of an iconic monarch, and people are really much interested to see this. And yeah, it's a good thing happening anyway. God bless the Queen, and now we have a new
May
king. Gonna move on.
may I so rest in peace.
Yeah.
James, you have a very beautiful smile, I must
Thank.
say.
Oh, thank you very
Looking
much.
at your page, I was like, wow. Not only are you a fashionista, but you are one with a beautiful smile.
Thank
Can
you
you
very
please
much.
tell us what inspired your career? What inspired it?
Um, Basically, I actually studied personal styling in women's at the London Fashion School, and I intended to wanted to know more about menswear, and I went over to Savile Row. Savile Row is um, one of the best places in the world, known for men's tailoring and suiting. And I, being somebody who loves to look good, because I know looking good is good business, and I'm a kind of person who loves to always dress smart, and I kind of like low fashion. So went to Savile and I tried to like build up a portfolio, which I'm doing at the moment. And in the past on Savile I've met a lot of fantastic clientele. I've met a lot of big fashion designers in the last 4 years. I've met people like Calvin Klein in person, met Valentino.
Wow.
Yeah, I've met quite a lot of celebrities, and
Wow.
which is has really motivated me. And basically
Wow.
on Savile is more of like high profile clientele. You have a lot of big wealthy and famous people who come there to shop and do personal shopping and corporate. So in terms of we're talking about presidents of countries and big politicians. So those are the kinds of my clientele, and I'm building on it, and gradually we're gonna get there to build a real brand.
Amazing. And have you always believed in yourself, or were there moments where you had doubts?
Well, I would say I'm a very confident person, and the moment I put on a suit, well, I think I can actually talk to anybody because when you have a Savile Row suit on, it tends to like gives you charisma, and it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like it boosts your ego. So there's nobody, even if you're gonna talk to the president of the world or like you're gonna be in the presence of the queen. So I think when a Savile Row suit gives you that energy, and even if you're going for an event or anything, a Savile Row suit brings out the confidence in you. And
Cool.
basically, people who wear suits are being termed like successful people because even an average suit on Savile Row is £1,000, and there are three major categories of suits. You have the made to measure, which is around 1,500, and the bespoke starts from about £5,000 upward, depending on the fabric. So when you have £1,000 suit on, you can't tell me you won't be confident with yourself. There's no way you're gonna. There's no one that's not gonna pull you down when you have £1,000 suit on.
I agree with you. It is what you wear that brings
Yeah.
out your confidence.
Well,
But
yeah,
also, I think we should have confidence naturally
yeah, yeah.
within
I
us.
think,
Something
yeah,
we should
that's
work on.
important. That's
Yeah,
important. I think the
yeah, yeah,
confidence
yeah.
has to do with your mindset. I think the confidence comes in within, not just wearing a suit, but I just tend to believe that most times when you wear a suit, that levels you up to, people tend to look at
Different
you in
frequency.
a day. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. James, what is it about you that is not on the internet?
Mm, what is
Name,
it about
like,
me?
yeah,
Basically, I don't I think everything about me is more. I've done a few things in the past as well, like because I've done some things in intensively in mental health, and I actually ran the London Marathon um in 2007, 2017. That was
marathoni,
I ran the London Marathon.
marathon.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That was
For how many kilometers?
that's 26.5, 26.5
You
miles.
don't say.
Yeah, and then that was I was running for the Royal Foundation, the Earth Together. So, doing the charity work, then I was privileged to meet Kate Middleton, and that's the present Princess of Wales, because I was working with the Royal Foundation, Earth Together. It's a mental health facility that we were supporting people with mental health problems, and we were like creating awareness, and I did a few networking, and we went to different universities to talk to health visitors and midwife students about people studying suffering from mental health after basically after childbirth. Yeah, basically that was what we were into. We tried to like create an app that we wanted to market for a platform to educate ethnic minorities in the UK, because
Wow.
basically when black people suffer from mental health, they tend not to talk about it.
Sure.
Yes, we believe that everyone has a mental health, because we are not all, we are humans and we are immortal. So it's okay not to be okay. So yeah, I think that was what's encouraged me basically on my own personal experience about mental health, and we were out there talking, and even went to the House of Parliament where we had a team meeting with some high-profile politicians, and I had a conversation at the Public Health England where I shared my personal experience about purple psychosis. That's a severe postnatal depression shortly after my wife we had our last child. So this was quite like a challenging experience for us, but we're able to move out of it. Yeah.
That is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. What is your advice for someone that is starting their business or their career but lack the confidence to do so?
Well, I think if you're starting a career, it's basically depends on what your motive is, and you just tend to keep on going, and don't look back. You need to meet with the right people in your field, network with the right people. If you're going into fashion, you make sure you're going for fashion events, because there's a whole lot of opportunities out there. Whatever you want to do, you can achieve. It was after I ran the London Marathon that was when I understood that the human mind can actually achieve anything you put your mind into.
Once you believe.
Yeah,
Hmm.
once you believe. The London Marathon, people told me that I wouldn't be able to do it because this was 26.5 miles. Like I ran for like 4 hours,
Wow.
and it was a challenge. I didn't know I would be able to achieve it myself, but I think when you tend to do anything in life, when you put your mind into it, whatever you see in your mind, you can achieve. That's the woman mind can achieve anything you believe you can. So it has to be from within. Once you believe you can achieve something, then you have to go for it and meet the right people, and the sky is the limit.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. As we go for a short break, and when we come back, we dive in today's topic.
Fantastic. That's amazing.
Amazing. Oh,
I
bros, you
like
didn't
that.
give me vibe. You didn't give me vibe. I like him. I like
Yeah,
him.
I think I love women fashion. I love women fashion. I love women dressing elegant in a beautiful dress. And in the past I've been able to work with a few fashion designers, which are really amazing. That was one of my fashion designer. Yeah, auntie, like she's so good at what she's doing. So she basically makes horticulture, wedding dress, and ball gowns. Yeah, she's very good.
Cool. Where can people find you?
Yeah, I'm based on Savile Row. I'm based in London, and my Instagram page is the Akinjemi James though. At the Akinjemi James. Um, I basically do men's and corporate styling. I do also personal shopping. I do wardrobe as well for people who want to create a style for themselves, and I work for professionals as well who are trying to create a niche of their wardrobe. I do all sides of job description regarding to creating an image for yourself.
Amazing. So we are going to dive into today's topic.
Yeah.
What is your take on mental health?
Well, I feel mental health is an important topic, and we all need to be open about it. We need to talk about mental health because the more we talk about it, the more people have more awareness about it. Mental health is an important aspect of life because we all are human beings, and at some certain times in our life, we're gonna go through different challenges in life. It could be financial problems, it could be education, it could be being homeless, it could be anything. Anything can actually break anyone down. So mental health is something that's very important, and we all need to talk about it. And if you need help, you need to talk to a professional, find help, and I'm very sure when you open about it, you're definitely going to get help.
Amazing. There are a lot of people that they shy away from it. They don't want to talk about it. But at the same time, most people have this stigma that people going through mental problems are, I don't know, they are ill or they are not normal. And I believe that is why most people shy away from it and most people don't want to talk about it. But thank you so much for sharing that. Guys, if you are going through any mental issues, please see your professional, go to your GP, and take the advice of Adeyemi James. James, what is your advice for someone that is currently very depressed and
Well,
doesn't want?
depression is a very very difficult aspect of mental health because there are lots of mental health illness. It could be mental health could be in a result of different things. It could be drug and alcohol, it could be crack and cocaine, it could be as a result of loss of a loved one. So you can't be depressed various reasons. You could lose your mortgage, it could be marriage, it could be a divorce. Anything can get you depressed. But the only thing that is important is how to get hold of your mind, not to give up, to express, to look for help, to talk to the right people. And I think life is all about challenges. We all have challenges. Within if you don't have challenges, you're not gonna um, be existing. Life is all about challenges. So anything that has got to do with depression is something that it has to be dealt with. You need to speak to a professional, or you need to really find help if you know your mental capacity is being broken down, and you need to really really find help so that you're not affected, or get up to like a situation where you like to commit suicide, or like to get, because at the moment the percentage of people committing suicide in the UK is actually raising, as a terms of being financially incapacitated, or like as a result of or marriage breakdown, or people losing their mortgages, or things like that. Or I think the most important thing is to get help, like to speak to a professional if you feel you're being depressed, and you can actually get help. Some people get help from just basic therapy, talking to a psychologist, and some people get help by using medication. There are so much different. Some people get help by just basically having exercise, like running, swimming. There are all kind of things you can do to get yourself out of depression. You'll be so amazed if you talk to the right people, that so this is actually what can resolve my problem. And as much as we're Christians as well, some people go to church and they believe, but there's so much stigma about the religious belief that sometimes if you're suffering to depression, obviously it's being a spiritual matter. We all know where we come from back home in Africa, but I wouldn't want to go deep into the spiritual aspect of it. But I feel if you're suffering from depression, you basically need to talk to a professional, and find help. And I'm sure that if you follow the actual process of talking to people who have been through certain challenges you're going through, you would get help.
You say, thank you for sharing that, James. You said you don't want to go into the spiritual
Yeah,
aspect of it,
yeah.
but I think we would love to know what you
Okay.
have to share on the spiritual aspect.
Well, about the spiritual aspect of it, basically, we all know the stigma. Most of the problems of mental health is sometimes being covered about spiritual, being people saying, or people are being bewitched, or things like
Spiritual
that.
torment.
Yeah,
Hmm.
spiritual torment. I wouldn't say people don't get bewitched, but most of the time that's not the case. But because of we are ethnic minorities living in a foreign land, we tend not to talk about it when we go through challenges, and we keep to ourselves, and we don't even really really find help, or really actually find a solution to these problems. We tend to blame other people, or we tend to blame our enemies, so-called enemies, that they are the one who had bewitched us. So most of the time, people go to churches to find help, whereby everything is not all about prayer, but sometimes it's good to pray. But having a positive mental state as well, like doing the right thing. When
Yeah,
yeah, sometimes there are some certain things you face in life that you basically think, oh, you just have to pray, and they'll tell you to pray and fast and things like that. But all right, the actual thing you're even actually meant to do, you're not doing it. Like, you're not going to see a doctor, you're not going to get your medication, and you think by you praying and fasting is going to help you. You know, I
yeah.
know that's not the case. So, but I'm not saying people don't have to pray, or they have to go to church, but sometimes when you actually need healing or things like that, you need to actually know the result of the solution, know what actually is the cause of this um um illness, and find a professional to speak to that can help you, not going
Yeah.
to pastors, or calling other spiritual forces about your illness, which is not actually the case.
So, James, thank you so much for sharing that. So, you've given us the things we should do to avoid getting in a mental state. But what are the things we shouldn't do?
Well, there's mental state is we all have mental health, which is I would say to you that as human beings we're not perfect. we're not machines, like we tend to break down at some certain time in our life, and we're all going to have challenges in life, so
Exactly.
it depends on how you handle it. So the only thing you can just do is just like be positive, be a good person, create a positive energy around you, like that's kind of like circulates around you, that helps you to move on
And
in life regarding when you're
how,
having issues.
sorry for breaking you, but how do we get to that positive state of mind?
Before you can get to a positive state of mind, you have to be happy yourself. You have to be good. You have to feel good before you can give a positive vibes. You have to be cool yourself. You have to be happy with the kind of person you are. You have to be happy with what you have. You have to be happy with the life you're living. You have to be happy with what you have. Sometimes some people believe, oh, it's until I get married that's when I'm going to be
To be
happy,
happy.
or some
And you
people
find
say,
out when
oh,
you get there, the
yeah,
happiness is not even there at
there's not
all.
even there. Some people say, "Oh, till I buy a house, that's when I'm going to be happy." Or
Until I
till
get a millionaire.
that, before I get £1 million, that's when I'm going to be happy. I've been an image consultant. I've worked with a lot of very wealthy people, and I've met a lot of wealthy people in my career. And I found out that money is not the really real source of happiness, because even the musician who said the more money you get, the more problem. You find out that very wealthy people, they have more problems than you. And things like that. So, but I think you just have to be happy with whatever you have. The little you have, keep yourself happy. And by the time you keep yourself happy, that you'll be able to pass on the energy to another person around you. Make sure you're good to everybody around you. Make sure you put smiles on people. Then I think you'll be fine.
So basically, to get to that positive mental state,
Yeah, you
you
need to be
have to
happy with
work
yourself.
on yourself.
You have to work on yourself. Yeah, you need to be happy with yourself. So basically, what I do is like my own strategy of keeping my mental states is like I listen to a lot of positive message online.
Me as
I li-
well.
I
I
listen to Joe Austin. Joe Austin is an American pastor and motivational speaker. I listen to TD Jakes. I listen to There's this other lady in America I listen to. So
Oprah.
not Oprah. She's I've forgotten her name. Oh God, why would I forget her name? There's this lady. Yeah, she's a motivational speaker as
Let's
well.
look it up. Let's look it up.
She used to say her dad abused her, like, yeah, her dad was assaulting her when she was young. I've forgotten her name. She's very not if you list the names of American um positive what do they call the motivational speaker? I've forgotten her name, and I listen to her every day. I don't know. Sometimes your brain just switches off and you can't actually remember. But she's very good. I've read a couple of her books as well, which is very nice. I don't know why I'm not remembering her name. So I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Let me check on my YouTube channel. I think
We
about
can.
what's this woman's name again? Why am I not forgetting this woman's name? That's strange.
I like this guy, Stephen Harvey.
Who is that?
Stephen Harvey.
Yeah, I listen to Stevie Harvey as well. I listened to Stevie Harvey. I listened to one guy in Nigeria as well. This guy, COVID killed him eventually. I've forgotten his name. This guy I listened to in Nigeria. What's this woman's name? Why would I forget this woman? It's strange.
So, in
And
other words,
I
yeah,
listen to her a lot, and I don't know why I can't remember her name.
she has so much impact in your life, in your
No, no,
mental
no,
health,
no, not not not
empowering
not
you,
not having impact on my life, but her messages motivate me. Joe Austin
empower
as
you.
well. Yeah, Joe Austin
Yeah,
motivates, because if you listen to Joe Austin as well, Joe Austin is good. It puts you going on in the morning, every morning, even I'm on the train. I just sometimes you just need just one positive message in the morning to start your day, and that keeps you kicking on, and you just get 2 or 3 words out of whatever they say. It keeps you, and don't let you to get discouraged. You think positive, you put on the energy, and once you have that
yeah.
positive energy, you never know what's out there for you. You just keep going. you
You are
know
indeed
yeah,
on a whole different frequency.
that's
Everything
right.
is just like turning around for your good because
Yeah,
you're more or less like a bulletproof because
yeah,
you're
yeah, you're right.
here inside, you are mentally stable
Yeah,
and it is all positivity. and your body feels it when something
Yeah,
negative is
yeah.
in front of you. I really thank you so much for sharing this. Beautiful. James, we are going on a short break and we'll be
Okay.
right back with agree or disagree question.
Okay, that's fine.
Come talk with us, I say TW. That's what's up. Yeah, come talk with us, I say TW.
Welcome back. Do you agree when they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger?
Of course, yes. I agree.
Can you elaborate more on that?
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger is like sometimes what I believe in, like God, what I actually believe, my own belief. I don't know about your belief, but what I actually believe is that God will not give you a challenge that you cannot overcome. Like any challenge you're going through in life, it's something you are going to overcome. You need to find your ways. You need to maneuver it. You're definitely going to overcome it. Once you have that belief, you're going to overcome it, and you don't give up. It's fine. You're gonna sort it out eventually. So what somebody doesn't know doesn't kill them. You need to find ways. We are human beings. Like it's the energy we put around our problems. That helps us to get to the solution. So I don't believe there's
Amazing.
I don't believe there's any problem in this life that doesn't have a solution. You just have to keep trying. You keep trying. You keep being positive about life, and keep moving on.
I do think we are already strong, and whatever challenge we go through just shows us how strong we are, proves how strong we are. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We should always be kind. Agree or
Yeah.
disagree?
Yeah, we should always be kind because when you're kind, the kindness come back to you. Yeah, yeah, we should always be kind because life is so short. We've seen situation of when people just sleep and don't wake up, or when you really, really genuinely love people and you don't tell them, and and that's the last time you see them, and the next day you hear they are dead or they are late. So I think we should be kind. When you love people, you should tell them you love them. Show them affection. I think that's important to be kind to people.
I need a moment to let that sink. Thank you.
Yeah, you should be
Thank you.
kind to people.
Are you also saying we should also always be kind even to those that has offended us,
Um,
abused us, hurt
yeah,
us?
I think forgiveness is a thing of the art. You need to forgive. You need to, in fact, the most important, you need to be kind to yourself first. Did you hear that? You need to be kind to yourself. So if you cannot be kind to yourself, you cannot be kind to people. You need to love
Exactly.
yourself first. As in that self-love. When you see pepper soup, you eat it inside your soul. You see meat, you eat it. You see jollof rice, you eat it. You have to love your body. You have to take care of your soul. And when you take care of your soul, they will be able to now take care of other people. You know, not that sometimes when people say like, oh, no, I'm saving money, I want to buy a car. Instead of them to eat good food, oh, I'm saving money, I cannot wear these clothes. Life is so short. Like me, like this, like I love fine dining. Even my friends knows, Maggie knows. Like I have friends, like I love friends who love to eat. I love friends who love to enjoy. Like we go out to the nice restaurants in the city. We take different food. And we order, we eat, we laugh, we talk, we have fun. I love things like that. I don't really like going clubbing, but I love to go dining. I love to eat in nice restaurants, and that just gives me vibes. I just think the life is here. We are here to enjoy. We are just here for a very short time. So why don't we just enjoy, and have fun?
Exactly. I really felt your vibe at the magnified influencer award.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
are
that's it.
on. All the ladies were after you. James,
Are
James,
you
James. I'm
really?
like,
Are you really? Are you serious? I'm married though.
bros.
I'm married. I'm a married man. No.
I mean, you. I think so many people admire you, and I
Oh,
think
thank
it's
you. Yes,
how you carry
I think
yourself
it's the
and
energy.
the energy you bring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the energy when I go out. Like I got like now this week is London Fashion Week. There's so much event out there. We'll be going out, dressed
wow,
up. So it's just like kind of when you go out to events, it's all about networking, meeting people. That's what's all about events is all about. That's what we go to do at events. We go to meet new people. We go to network.
exactly.
Yeah, because I wouldn't lie to you. There are some certain events you go to, and I won't lie to you, your life is going to change. The kind of people you're going to meet. People go to events that they pay £1,000 to go in. They pay, and by the time you leave that event, the kind of people you meet there, I won't lie to you, your life is going to change.
You're really
Yeah, so I
right.
think I think it's very important to go for events. Very important to go networking.
You're really
That's
right.
just the best thing to network.
Yeah. If not for the event we went to, I wouldn't have seen you, get to
Yeah,
know
yeah,
you, and
yeah.
now
I did
you are
meet.
here on my new show.
Yeah, I
Amazing.
did. Yeah, I did meet a lot of people. Yeah, I
Me
did meet.
too.
Yeah, I met you. I met Sabrina, which we're kind of like doing a few things together with now, and like she's got a great energy as well. Like we're doing a few things which we feel like get out to be something. And I think that's what it's all about. Networking.
Yeah.
That's events is for you to meet people. That's what it's all about. You just go there, get yourself prepared, have your complimentary cards, and network. Just be free. And I just want to like I love Maggie so much. She's like a superstar to me. And yeah, I think the event was amazing. She did a very
She's
good job.
fantastic.
Yeah,
She's
and
really a power woman.
yeah, she really worked so
Yeah.
hard for it, which I felt yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one she's gonna be doing, and
Me
think
too.
that's
We
yeah,
all
we're gonna
are.
see what's gonna come out of that.
Thank you so much for sharing this, James. Very beautiful. Do you have any last words for the viewers?
What I'm just gonna say is like life is short. Do what you can to make you happy. Do whatever you love to do. Make sure you're good to everyone around you. Check on your friends that are quiet. Make phone calls, call people like me. I tend to like there are some certain people I call like I talk to them every day. Like those are like I talk to them every day. Like, I talk to them, like don't hear from them. I text them like, share some love, energy,
Yeah,
don't just live to exist, live to be remembered, Yeah, that's what
exactly.
I think. Yeah, live to be remembered. Yeah. So that when you're not around again, people will say, oh, this person did this person did that,
Did
that's
that.
the vibe. Yeah, because we all know that
Beautiful.
the world is a temporary place for us. Like we're not gonna be here forever. We're immortals. So, but we just have to enjoy life and be good to people. Yeah, help who you can help. You know, Helping doesn't really need about giving people money. It could just be like talking. Some people just want they want to be listened to. Just saying
Yeah.
hello or hi. Just keep a great energy. Out there.
Wow,
It's gonna go a
James,
long way.
I really love having you on the show today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
I,
so
I
much.
I feel so refreshed myself. Talking to you. I feel so
Thank
refreshed as
you.
well. It's
So,
been a long way.
guys, thank you. We have come to the end of the show. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your comment down below. Also, do not forget to follow Akinjemi James on Instagram. James, it has been fun having you on the show, and we hope to have you back again.
Sure, sure. It's my pleasure. Anytime. I'm just gonna come on and talk about anything you want to talk about. Talk about fashion, anything, anything. It's nice
O'Shea,
to
I
meet.
feel
Yeah, I
you.
just wanted to tell you that I've remembered the name of the lady I was looking for, and I want you to listen to her, please. Her name is
What's
Joy
her
Maya.
name?
Joyce Myers.
Joyce Myers.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Do you
Yeah.
know her?
Sounds familiar, but I don't think I've heard any of her motivations.
Yeah, I think you should listen to her. She's good.
Okay, I
I listen
will.
to her a lot.
Okay,
I
amazing.
feel very privileged to be having this conversation with you tonight. This is not all about me talking on your show, but this gives me a great encouragement and knowledge about people doing things for themselves and people trying to encourage other people. I want you to know that you're doing an amazing job, and I love what you're doing. I love your creativity. And I
Thank
was
you.
gonna give Maggie a shout out when I go off the show that, oh, This is guy is so nice. Like I love your concepts. This was
Thank
amazing.
you.
It was
Thank
it was
you.
not a pre-planned stuff, but it was nice. So what if we've actually planned it properly? So
Exactly. Thank you so
you
much.
did very well. I'm so pleased, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, James. I'm also very honored to have you here.
All right,
Thank you
thank you
so
very
much.
much.
Have a wonderful evening.
You
Sleep
too. Have a
tight.
great. Yeah, I would, Dave. I would, Dave. All right. Have a great evening as
Bye.
well. Bye.
Ciao.